Hello, I just returned back from the range. Today I wanted to test my new firearm. It's AK-47, manufactured by Zastava Yugo M70 AB2. That's the model number. It's a typical AK. Maybe the barrel is a little bit larger. Maybe I wouldn't say it's a bull barrel or vermouth, but it looks like a little bit thicker. The only modification I made was to put that tactical rail and to install a scope, because there's no other way to install a scope on this gun, because the underfolding stock actually gets on the way with the rail if you try to put it on the side of the receiver. So it is M70 AB2, that's the model. I tried the 11 types of ammunition and I'm going to show you the results. First, the ammunition that I actually run out of it during the scoping, during the zeroing the scope, and I don't have it here on the map. So it's Hornady. I used it to zero the scope, and actually I shot 3 groups of 2 bullets every time, adjusting the scope after the first results. So here is the first group. After that I adjusted the scope. Here's the second group, and I adjusted the scope again to the third group. At this moment I decided it was good enough. So that's with Hornady ammunition. I like it. I believe it is very good ammunition, and I consider it one of the winners, but I ran out of it before I complete some other tests. So let's move to the next ammunition. Here actually all 10 kinds of ammunition that I used. On the left side I put American brands, Serbian made, Czech made, just because I believe they were better ammunition and I expected them to score better. The reason for that was because my other gun, M77, which is again Zastava Yugo, performed the best with PPU ammunition, which is Serbian ammunition, and also performed very well with some American ammo. So I expected similar results, but this time my tests showed something else. So let's start with the first one. American Eagle. 124 grain full metal jacket. Here is the grouping. For each ammunition I shot 4 rounds. Usually I have a flyer. I'm not very good shooter, so I ignore the flyer, and the three best grouping is what you see here, around inch and 1 inch and 8 center to center. That's American Eagle. PMC didn't shoot very well. This group is around 5 inches. I'm not happy with PMC, will not comment anymore on it. PPU. PPU, let's see, it is full metal jacket, 123 grains. Here is the grouping. If we ignore the flare, we have 2 inches group. Not very impressive, but not bad either. PPU, 123 grain. Soft point. Even worse, actually, it is 6 inches group maybe, or maybe 5, I'm not sure. It's not worth commenting on it. S&B. S&B is not bad, actually, it's promising. That's why I decided to give it second chance and do second test on it. So it is S&B soft point, 123 grains. Here is the pleasant surprise. Here starts the Russian ammo. I didn't expect good performance here at all. But look at this. Brown Bear, 123 grain, bimetal, full metal bullet. Here's the grouping. This one is not from that group. Actually, if the first test was shooting beyond the target, so I sort of started aiming a little bit lower. This is the main group, and I have one flyer. The main group is inch and a quarter, maybe inch and a half. Promising, so I gave it second try. Here I have Brown Bear again, but this time it is soft point, 125 grain soft point. Not bad grouping. If we ignore the flyer, again inch and a half. Take into account this is AK 100 yards. Here is Tula Ammo. Tula Ammo 122 grains, hollow point. We have some good grouping, actually two touching each other, 2 inches. Even with the flyer, they are still between the expected accuracy of AK. The other Tula, however, performed much better. It's 124 grain hollow point. I'm not sure why they make such detailed ammunition like 123, 122, 124. I don't know what's the difference, but here apparently 124 grain Tula Ammo performed very well. It is about 1 inch center to center if we ignore the flare. With the flare it is less than 2 inches. And the last one was WPA. It's 123 grains hollow point. Not bad, not perfect, acceptable group, around 2 inches, 2 inches and a quarter maybe. Let me remind you, AK is expected to have accuracy of about 3 inches groups at 100 yards. So I decided to give a second try to the best performers. And this is my second try. Hornady performed very well. Unfortunately, somehow the shooting from it got messed up with another groups, so I cannot guarantee this exactly the holes that Hornady made, but since it was shooting very well, most likely this the holes, or maybe here. Very good ammunition. I'm sorry I didn't make very clear test on it. Maybe next time I will order extra box and we'll complete the test. American Eagle didn't perform very well on the second test. There is some kind of horizontal displacement at every shot. So most likely I was lucky on the first test. Here is the Brown Bear, the one that was promising on the first test. It's even more promising on the second, because this here is actually 2 in 1. So we have around 3/4 of an inch group, 4 of them very close together. Tula Ammo, this guy. Here is what he did on the first test, and here, if we ignore the flare, very similar result. Even with the flare, less than 2 inches, 2 inches actually center to center. No, less than 2 inches center to center. And the last one of the good performance was S&B. Again, I have something like flare, but if if we ignore it, we have less than inch group. And let me remind you again, we are talking about AK-47, which is considered very accurate if it shoots 3 inches groups at 100 yards. Well, thank you for watching. I hope this information was useful for you. Thanks. Bye.